Okay, so the topic this week is things that we can do now that we couldn't do a year ago. That might be difficult.
Oh, the nerd fighters!
Hey, in the spans of the intro, I've come up with something to talk about. Isn't that amazing? Actually, I came up with it a few days ago, and I'm going to talk about it. Okay, one thing that I can do now that I couldn't do a year ago is I can call myself athletic. Why is that even a big deal? Why is that something that I consider good that I can do now that I couldn't do a year ago? See, I don't know if any of you have been around for long enough to have seen, I think it was Tyler's video where he showed a picture of me on the internet somewhere that I'm not going to put back in this video, and I appear thin. I've always been thin. I have been thin for my entire life. Until now. Through eating like a cow and working out constantly, I've gained about 10 pounds. And that's the cumulative result of about 2 or 3 months of progress. I used to weigh about 135 and now I weigh 145. That's pounds, not kilos. I'm not going to do the conversions. Sorry for those of you that aren't American. I lied. I did the conversion. Started off at about 61 kilos and wound up at about 66. So about 5 kilograms of difference. There. I hope you're happy. Anyways, I mean, it's all fine and dandy and great that I gained pounds and I look better, I feel better about myself, I fit in my shirts tighter, all these wonderful things, but why is that a big deal? Why is it such a big deal to me that I've gained 10 pounds? Why did I care enough in the first place to start gaining weight? It's because in America, at least where I live, it is more or less demonized to be thin. It is demonized to be a male and be lightweight. It sucks. It sucks a lot, especially considering all throughout high school I couldn't really help it, nor did I know how to fix it. I kind of know how to fix it now, but even then, that doesn't really get to the root of the problem, which is why it's considered unmasculine or like a negative trait to be thin. With females, there's a huge negative stigma towards being overweight. And in recent times, years, whatever, it's become more common for a lightweight female to also be ostracized. You must have a perfect Kim Kardashian figure, which, by the way, I don't think she's all that attractive, but you must have her figure. You've got to have big boobs. You've got to have a big bubble butt, toned thighs, non-flabby arms, pretty face, done-up hair, and it's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous standard, and it's more for guys that you're not allowed to be thin, and that's what I've struggled with. And when I say struggle, I really mean struggle. I have been made fun of constantly throughout my life for being thin, oftentimes by my friends. And of course they do it in a joking manner, haha, it's all in good fun. But really, that kind of gets to you. It kind of gets to you that everyone thinks that it's a bad thing that you're so thin. And some would say, they're just jealous because they're a little bit overweight and you're not. You're kind of the opposite. You're a little bit underweight. But that's not really the thing, is it? Because all of them, they've all gotten plenty of girlfriends throughout their life. And here I am, struggling as a smart, funny, pleasant human being, struggling because my physical appearance doesn't bring looks. And that's why I've gone out of my way to become athletic. And I don't want you to get confused. I very seriously mean the term athletic, not healthy. I've always been healthy. I have seriously always been healthy. When I got into the really bad car wreck last year, they ran all sorts of tests on me, and all they could really remark about was one, that it was amazing that I was alive, and two, that I was in otherwise remarkably good condition, that I was well taken care of. I was had a healthy diet. I had proper nutrition levels, I had good brain function, good heart. Possibly it's just a result of good genes, but I've always been healthy, but not physically athletic looking. And that's the difference. Anyways, I've gone on long enough and it's kind of turned into a rant. And that's really not what I truly intended this video to be. We can talk about the intricacies later or in another video, or hey, even down in the comments. DFTBA, Rose, I will see you tomorrow.